Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caterpillar's Operator Stadium. I'm your host this week, Rutledge Wood. You might know me from NASCAR on NBC, Top Gear on the History Channel, maybe even Hyperdrive on Netflix. But it's been so much fun to be here all week long, do lots of fun stuff, show off so many different cool machines. We've got another great demo coming up at 2:30. But speaking of TV shows that you know and love, one of my favorites of all time, Dirty Jobs, hosted by that amazingly handsome man with a fantastic timber, Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe is here. You might also know him from Mike Rowe Works. He's also the guy that started the petition online for Ted Nugent and Eddie Vedder to start a band together. He wanted them to call it Tedder. He's here doing his show, Titan of the Trades. Mike, take it away, buddy.
Oh, man. Rutledge, I think we may have crossed some sort of line with that, brother. But I do appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for wearing that amazingly beautiful shirt. Was that periwinkle?
Yeah, I got a free bowl of soup with this.
Well, if you're here for a free lunch, you've come to the right place. This is Titan of the Trades, the only fake game show here at CONEXPO 2020. I am Mike Rowe, your fake host for the next half hour or so. To my right, we have a couple of actual contestants. We'll meet them momentarily. To my left, a couple of bona fide experts. Lonnie and Jason, how you guys doing?
Very good, Mike. Good afternoon.
Doing good.
Fantastic. Did you miss me from our earlier show?
Yes.
Definitely.
Good. Try and keep things controlled. Don't freak out. Slow and steady. We'll be counting on you to drip your incredible reservoir of wisdom upon us over the next half hour. Deal?
Deal.
Good. Say hello to Drew and Jason. Drew all the way down there on the right, and Jason right here. Guys, how's it going?
Going pretty good.
Good, Mike.
Glad to hear it. You guys are both instructors with the Think Big program, and you're both in South Carolina, right?
I'm out of Toledo, Ohio.
I took a stab at it. Sorry.
South Carolina.
You're
Mike.
South Carolina. All right. Real quick, tell me a little bit about Think Big. I know enough to be dangerous, but from what I've seen of it, it's one of the best programs any company's ever done to really jumpstart and reinvigorate the trades internally. How long have you been with them, Drew?
I've been teaching Think Big for about 6 years now. It's going really good. Students are always great.
Yeah. What's the basic objective, Jason, in a nutshell?
Well, Mike, to put skilled trade technicians in our Caterpillar dealers. That's our main objective. That's our main focus, and you know, that's our concentration.
And it's working. You guys, it's been like, what, 2 decades now?
2 decades, 20 years. Yes, sir.
20 years is not bad. So thank you for what you're doing there. The objective of this fake show, of course, is to see how much you guys know about real cat equipment. So we're going to start that right now. The questions all come in the form of multiple choice. You'll be given as much time as you need to answer, as long as you answer quickly. If you need to phone a friend, I've got 2 to my left here. If you want some assistance, you can ask for some, and they will eliminate one of the possibilities for you, thereby improving your odds of answering correctly by approximately 25%, I would imagine. Well, we'll do the math on that later. But let's go ahead and start Titan of the Trades. It's Drew versus Jason. The first question goes to Drew. Drew, you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, here we go. Some Cat articulated trucks are ejector models, which means it ejects materials by A, dumping them in all directions, B, pushing them out of the back, C, sliding them toward the cab, or D, pressing eject on a floppy disk, whatever that is.
Well, Mike, I'm going to go with B.
You're going to go with B. You're not going to think about it. You're not going to phone a friend. You have a certain decisiveness about you here.
I'm pretty confident with B.
Drew is pretty confident with B, like boy. Is he correct? He is correct. Look at that. The crowd goes wild for Drew, and by wild I mean some scattered applause, which is nice. Let's talk about the whole ejector thing. That's kind of new to me, Lonnie. When did that come into being?
Yeah, the ejector truck has been around for quite some time now in comparison to the other option, the tipper truck. Significant advantages with the ejector truck: machine stability, because it is ejecting the material out the back. Allows for material to be spread instead of dumped in a pile. It's a lot safer for overhead hazards since there's not a bed going up in the air. And it's very good for sticky material, so you do not have carryback.
Jason, this in no way refers to an ejector seat or any kind of mechanism whereby the operator could be shot toward the heavens.
That's on a top secret machine that we have, but yes.
You know, we've incorporated that very technology into these chairs here. So in later rounds, stay tuned. It's going to get very exciting as one of our clients goes airborne. The score is 1-0. Drew is up. First question goes to Jason now. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Cat grade technology helps automate or control machine functions to improve operations. Grade technology is used on all of these machines except A, dozers, B, motor graders, C, excavators, or D, articulated trucks.
I'm going to go with D, Mike, articulated trucks.
And you, again, have the same level of confidence, it seems, as your competitor. Do all Think Big instructors have this level of certainty that you two bring?
Yes, Mike, we're pretty confident.
They're quiet, but confident. I don't know if you can sense it out there, but sitting next to these men, it literally wafts over you. Now, I've forgotten what you said. What letter was it?
D, Mike.
D. He's going with D. Is he correct? Of course he's correct. He's a Think Big instructor. Look at that. The crowd once again goes temporarily insane. Good for you. Why don't articulated trucks make the grade, Jason?
Well, they have a different technology called payload, but the other machines are used to move material or move the job site to a particular grade, like a motor grader that you've seen working out here today, or a track-type tractor. An articulated truck is more of a hauler, so the grade technology doesn't apply to that particular model, but the payload technology that's available on an articulated truck would apply and is very important for the efficiency of the job.
You tracking all that, Lonnie?
Tracking it all, spot on.
Is it? Nothing to add?
No, we'll go with that.
Oh, good. Hey, let me ask you this, though, as long as we're in the middle of this awkward pause. The Think Big program, how have you seen it impacting Caterpillar's ability to attract talent?
Yeah, so a very good question, Mike. As you know, Caterpillar, we leverage our brand through our dealer network with our parts and service, and without the skilled technicians being able to drive uptime by getting the machines repaired as quickly as possible, we would not have a very happy customer at the other end. So I applaud the young men and women that embrace this program and continue to make our industry and the whole world a better place.
I applaud what Cat's doing as well. It's so important. 7.3 million open positions in this country right now. A lot of them in these industries here today. So what these guys are doing to make a persuasive case for the trades and show kids that it's not just a 4-year degree, but training can really. There was just a kid out here in the last game, Seamus, who's 23 years old. He went through the Think Big program. My foundation helped him out a few years ago, and now he's out there at 23 working in the field for you guys. I mean, it's just incredible success stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm free associating. Forgive me. Let's get back to the game, shall we? Jason, are you ready?
Yes, sir, Mike.
Wait a minute. I didn't mean Jason. I meant the other guy. Wait a minute. Who got the last question? It was you? So I'm going back to you. All right. Thanks. Keep me honest, man.
You're doing good,
I
Mike.
told you I'm a fake
You're on
host
the right
anymore.
page.
I haven't actually hosted a game show really in 20 years. I wasn't very good at it then either. All right, here we go, Drew. Swing assist technology sets a radius around an excavator to the operator's preset points. Which of these sentences is correct? Swing assist sensors terrain for ground control. B, transmits a signal for machine location. C, protects from hitting pipes or power lines. Or D, triangulates a laser to charge the battery.
Well, Mike, I think I'm going to have to phone a friend on this one.
Which friend would you like to phone?
Let's go with Lonnie.
Lonnie, can you help out Drew?
Absolutely, Drew. What I'll do is I'll eliminate one incorrect answer for you, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. I can tell you that A, sensors terrain for grade control is not correct.
Well, there you go. Now it comes down to B, C, or D. What do you think?
Okay. Can I see them again? Oh, there they are.
Same again. There they are. I'll even read it to you again. Which sentence is correct? Swing assist senses terrain for grade control. We know that's not it. Lonnie eliminated it. Transmits a signal for machine location, protects from hitting pipes or power lines, or triangulates a laser to charge the battery.
I'm going to have to go with C, Mike.
He's going with C. Protects from hitting pipes or power lines. Is Drew correct? The answer is yes, he is, because his brain is enormous. Congratulations. Very well played. This, Lonnie, reminds me of 811, company I've done some work with as well. People don't realize they're like millions and millions of miles of pipes and cables underground. It's a very serious issue.
It absolutely is, and getting more serious every day, Mike, because there's more and more utilities being put underground instead of overhead. So with the swing assist features, I call it the assist features, basically semi-automate a lot of the operator inputs, taking more inputs out of their hands and putting them into the machine. I just want to share here, we have another suite of technology called eFence, standard on the next generation excavators. When you can set E-wall, eFence, or excuse me, E-wall, E-ceiling, E-swing. So on the E-swing, you can preset, and it will always keep you out of those hazards. So if you have a barrier wall, and you obviously don't want to swing and hit the barrier wall or the traffic on the other side of it, you can preset that, and the machine will avoid you from going through that preset location.
Sounds very sophisticated. Jason, I read that so many of the pipes and wires that wind up getting hit. Like we always think it's going to be somebody in an excavator or somebody out there working big machinery. Many times it's a farmer putting in a mailbox. You know, people, they just never really knew what was under there, and all they have to do is make a call. But so many times they don't. What's the matter with people?
I don't know. I think they don't think about it, or they think they know the terrain. You know, they've lived, like your farmer example, they lived there for 20 years and never knew there was a line there before, and one day there is. I mean, it's even more dangerous now with the fiber optic systems.
Yeah.
And the location of that. The old utilities, even if they locate them, they may not be accurate, you know, off the plan. So it's critical to call ahead. And like Lonnie mentioned, the assist features, we named them that because they assist the operator in doing something. They're automating something for the operator so the operator can pay attention to something else in that particular job.
Way to bring it back to something relevant, Jason. I appreciate that. I kind of wandered far afield there. Jason, I'm coming to you right now with your second question. Stakes are pretty high. I might not have mentioned it, but you're competing for a Caterpillar Shop gift card worth $300, and this is your opportunity to tie things up. Which Vision Link insight reduces unplanned downtime the most? Is it A, fuel burn, B, idle time hours, C, powertrain and hydraulics health, or D, machine location?
Mike, I'm going to go with C, powertrain and hydraulic health.
He's going with C, powertrain and hydraulics health. The correct answer is it's C. You guys are stunning. 2 for 2.
Thank you, Mike.
Amazing. Health is always important, but why is it the most important thing in this case, Lonnie?
It goes back to machine health being uptime versus downtime. I can't say that enough, Mike. While all those other answers are telematic data points that are provided, when we look at utilization, we look at the alert codes, the fault codes that come out of the telematics data. That is how it gives us insights, the contractors and customers insights into what may or may not be going wrong with their machine and when they should act and repair before failure.
Fascinating. Well, we're running out of time here in the first episode. We're in a tie situation, so we need to break the tie. Jason and Lonnie are now going to present each one of you with a blank card and a Sharpie. I'm going to ask a question, and then you're going to write your best guess to the answer on the back of that card. And then when I ask you to, you're going to show the camera, and the tension will build here in the stadium to a fever pitch. And then we will determine which one of you guys has the biggest brain. Are we ready?
Ready, Mike.
Ready.
All right, here we go. The tie-breaking question goes a little something like this. Saving time is one way to save fuel. Compared to traditional grading, using grade with assist can save up to how much time? And we're looking for a percentage here. So you want to write a percentage of the time that can be saved by using grade with assist. Closest to the correct percentage will win the aforementioned fabulous prize. Are each done? You ready? All right, I'm going to start with you, Drew. What's your best guess?
75%.
Drew is saying 75%. That's a lot of time for sure. What do you think, Jason?
40%.
Jason says 40%, not as much time, but still a fair amount of time. Interesting. The correct answer is, can we have a drum roll? No, we don't have a drum. It's 45%. 45% making Jason the closest. Let's hear it for Jason. He's going home with a $300 gift card for Shop Caterpillar. But Because you're awesome as well, we got a gift card for you with slightly less money on it. So you enjoy that. I think it's $100.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, spend it well, spend it wisely. Thanks again to you both for what you do. Think Big is awesome. You can leave your microphones on the chair as you gracefully exit our shot. And I welcome in our next two competitors as the game continues on. And we have Dustin G and Russell L coming to the stage. Who's who? You'd be Dustin down there?
G.
How are you, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Great to see you. And you are Russell.
Russ, yep.
Oh, you prefer Russ?
I got him.
Sure.
I got him.
How about just R? We can just go
Oh, there you go.
RD, and we got R&D right here next to each other.
Thanks, Sam.
That's perfect. You just saw how the game is played. Do you have any questions?
No
All
question.
right, good. Then I'm going to skip over the rules. Where are you from, Dustin?
Originally from Arizona, moved out here for, say, 5 years. Went to work for Cashman right away.
So you're right down the street. Both of you are.
Yes. Sir. Yep.
This is an amazing dealership. If you guys haven't been over to Cashman, I was there a few years ago. Is Mary still running the show?
Yes, she is.
Man, she's a tough boss, isn't she? Tough but fair. Love Mary Cashman. Okay, so it's multiple choice. I'll be coming at you with 2 questions apiece. Anytime you would like a little bit of assistance, you can ask one of these guys to eliminate one of the possibilities if you feel like that'll help you. Having said all that, let's begin with you, Dustin. Question 1 goes a little something like this. If I can find it. Hang on, here we go. While operator proficiency levels vary, the impact to fuel efficiency can be reduced through A, machine features, B, operator training, C, operator monitoring, or D, skipping breakfast.
Skipping breakfast would be a good one, but I'm going to go with B.
You made me nervous there for a minute, Dustin. You made me nervous. Okay, he's going with B. Proficiency levels vary, but the impact to fuel efficiency is best reduced through what? Is it B? Is it really operator training? It is. How'd you know that, man? Years of experience or lucky?
Years, 30 years of experience.
30 years of experience. Experience, obviously, is a big component in all of these operators, but how important... Yeah, what a stupid question. I was going to ask you how important the training is, but obviously it's critical.
Yeah, it really is, Mike. And the key words there is fuel efficiency. You know, that's a function of productivity over the unit of time. So how much are we getting done in a given unit of time? We can really increase operator efficiency through operator training on how they set up their machine, how they attack a pile, for example, if it's in a wheel loader, as well as what gear they may be in, a really tight, efficient operation pattern if they're loading a truck, and overall setup, again, leads to that fuel efficiency overall.
Jason, Lonnie just said the word efficiency 4 times. You guys talk a lot about it. What's the difference between efficiency and effectiveness?
What's the difference between efficiency and effectiveness? The two are very similar, but in our world, it's all about the efficiency. It's all about maximizing the efficiency of the machine, the individual in the machine, and everything along the job site. So it's looking at it holistically rather than the individual pieces, because all those pieces need to work together to maximize the output.
Is it fair to say the more efficient you are, the more effective you become?
The two are definitely related, yes. You need to be efficient to be effective.
I'm just making stuff up now, but it's part of my job to ruminate on the language and kill some time. Russell, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Here's your question. What word describes a GC machine model? Which of these words best describes it? A, large, B, slow, C, simple, or D, high-tech?
I'm going to keep it simple and go with C.
You're going to keep it simple. Well, what do you think? Is Russell right? Has he kept it simple? The GC machine model is best described with which word? It's simple. Good for you. How many years experience you got?
31.
He's got 30 and you got 31? Well, this is anybody's game.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid, right? I mean, everybody's heard that acronym, and God knows Caterpillar loves them some acronyms. Why is simplicity so important in this particular model?
Well, we can take the position of the skilled labor shortage, Mike, and sometimes a job just requires a simple machine to get a simple task done. So we've created the GC product lineup. Focuses on the lowest cost per hour. It's simple to use. It's simple to maintain. Again, may not need that thirst or have that thirst for technology. So again, it's that machine to just work in those light to medium duty applications.
And you know, I have to ask you, but what does GC stand for again?
It stands for G and C. It has no specific, we are good at acronyms, but that one does not stand for anything. It stands for GC.
Does it stand for anything in your mind? Like when you think of it, does nothing comes to mind?
Just GC.
Jason, what's going on with Caterpillar and acronyms and their stubborn refusal to attach actual words to letters? Be honest.
It just stands for GC.
All right, I'm clearly not getting anywhere with this line of questioning.
Someone needs to get Mike the acronym book.
You guys have an acronym book?
We have an acronym dictionary. When I started with Caterpillar the first week, I went out to it, Mike, and I thought I'd print it. And I figured that would be my last day there, so I just bookmarked it.
Now, is the acronym dictionary called the acronym dictionary, or do you just call it AD?
It's AD.
Of course it is. All righty, let's move on. The score is 1-1. To my right, if you're just joining us, sit 61 years of combined experience over there. You've been a Cashman the whole time?
No, I was actually at a company in Arizona. It's called Empire. I worked for them for about 6-7 years as a minefield service tech. And then when they shut all the mines down in 09-10, I worked for a mining company, and then from there I ended up here at Cashman.
You know, it's amazing. I mean, just listening to you run through that, how when you have a skilled trade, like when you can actually do something, wherever you move, your skill goes with you. And, you know, there's so many people today who've got great educations, but they just don't have the ability to do what you guys do. And they get stuck. They can't move. Right. You're a guy, man, you can move tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, you go from working on big equipment to lawnmowers if you have to, and you're going to make money.
I love it. Here's your question, Dustin. Industry experts state that idle time accounts for what % of equipment runtime? A, 10 to 20%. B, 20 to 30%. C, 30 to 40%. D, 40 to 50%. This is a tough one. In bowling, they call this a 7-10 split.
Let's do the call to extra.
I would. Which one you want? They're both pretty smart.
Take Jason.
He'll take Jason.
All right, I'll help you out. I'll eliminate one of the incorrect answers. I'll eliminate B. 20 to 30% is not correct.
All right, so B is off the table. That means your choices are 3. A, 10 to 20. C, 30 to 40. D, 40 to 50.
Let's go with A, Mike.
He's going with A, 10 to 20%. In fact, industry experts state the idle time accounts for how much? Oh, the sound of disappointment, Dustin. Sorry about that. It is the universal sound of you're wrong. But but the good news is we're learning stuff. Lonnie, say something smart.
Mike, 40-50% idle time is a huge quick win for the industry. It is something we look at when we do our site evaluations on what is the actual idle time. We benchmark it, and then we go back to that operator training as one of our first points to go to try to figure out idle time. On the machine side specifically, Caterpillar has technologies in most all the machines called engine idle shutdown or automatic engine idle to try to reduce that as much as possible.
You agree with this, Jason?
I agree with it. Most people don't understand that it's that high.
I mean, honestly, it seems almost impossible. It's almost, well, half.
Right. And if you start looking at a lot of the operations around the world, you know, that idle time can be up there because they're not paying attention to it. Most of the time, customers will answer, my idle time 0. My people shut the machines off all the time. No, they don't. You know, they get out to go to the blue hut, they're not going to shut it off. They're going to let it warm up longer than 5 minutes in the morning so it's cooled down. They're going to do lots of things, and that just keeps adding up and adding up throughout the time and out the day. And on average, that's about where it's at, 40 to 50%.
How much fuel is wasted as a result?
It's a lot of fuel. Most of our machines will be a gallon or less at idle, but still, that's a gallon of fuel being burned, not doing any work.
About 50%.
I'd say 40 to 50 if I recall.
I'd go with 45 maybe.
I would too. Okay, so if I'm doing the math right, I think you have an opportunity to put him away here if you answer correctly. I don't know if I mentioned the stakes, but we've got a gift card for Shop Caterpillar, $300 to the winner. Russell, it could all be yours if the answer is correct, specifically the answer to this question. As a part of CAT payload, the feature low lift weighing allows materials to be weighed at a low height and not requiring the lift to the full weight range. This feature primarily benefits what? A, safety. B, fuel use. C, speed. D, operator comfort.
Well, I'm pretty sure of the answer, but I'm going to phone this one in too.
Why not?
I'm gonna
You got
see if
nothing to lose.
Lonnie can help me with this.
Won't cost you a penny. Lonnie?
All right. Here's how it works. I'll eliminate one incorrect answer for you, Russ, so good luck. You're in Vegas. The odds will get better. B, fuel use is an incorrect answer.
Which simply means that low lift weighing pertains primarily to safety, speed, or operator comfort.
I'm going to go with C, speed.
He's going with C for speed. For the win is Russell Wright. It's speed. Russ, congratulations. You've done it.
Oh, thank you.
As a hush falls over the stadium. Try not to faint, people, for crying out loud. Congratulations, man. That's great. Thank you so much for coming here, for playing our game. Let's learn a little bit, if we could, though, because I'll be honest, I was reading that question slow because I didn't understand what I was talking about, even as I was saying it.
Yeah, so we're talking cycle time there, Mike. So the lower the cycle time, obviously, the more production. So with that low lift weighing, we do not have to go through the entire weigh range, obviously making the cycle time, again, a lot shorter.
Lonnie, I'm still confused. What is cycle time exactly?
The total time it takes to complete one cycle. So wherever you want to start that cycle, if it's dumping into the truck, complete cycle to come back and dump into the truck again, how much time did that take? That's one cycle to complete.
So a beginning, a middle, and an end.
You're exactly right.
You know, it's funny. People ask me all the time about dirty jobs. You know, what was it that group of people knew that everybody else didn't? Or why were they all having so much fun? And part of the answer was they always knew when they were done, and they always knew how they were doing. That's what this is talking about, right? Like over the course of a cycle, you've got all the feedback you need, whether your boss is around or not. You know how you're doing all the time.
That's exactly right. With the payload system, you'll know exactly how much material you move throughout the day, how much you put in that individual truck, how much you're supposed to put into that truck that's staging next. You can learn, you can type in the material type. You can get all that information right there in the cab. You can get it off board via product link in our telematics, so they can get it in the back office, so you can track it all and know exactly what you're doing and how well you're doing.
God, there's just so much intelligence wafting over me from our experts on the left. Guys, thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
I always learned something I didn't think I was going to learn, and what a treat to meet you two men. 61 years of combined experience. Let's hear it for Russ and Dustin. Thank you again for playing. Congratulations. $300 for you and $100 for you on a gift card. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow to do this again, if the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, and we'll see how all that works. In the meantime, we've got a demo coming up now. We don't know, but stick around. You'll see what happens next. This has been Titan of the Trades.